Hello again. So here we are, I'm about to knit. This might be for a beginning knitter. I would cast on and do a couple of rows so there's something firm in their hands for them to work with. I also like to teach one thing at a time. And as you'll have seen in my book, if you've had a chance to look at it, it's kind of a teamwork effort at the beginning for beginning knitters so they don't feel all left alone. And also, if you've had a chance to look at my book, you'll see that I use a story to teach knitting. And it really helps to close the very kind of bare concepts of like right angle, under there, to clothe those concepts with a story. So the story I talk about is when Jane and Jeremy go see some lambs and one is getting away. Have a look in my book, but here we go with the knitting. So I'm straightening it out, as you can see, kind of automatically with my fingers. I'm just making sure everything's in order. It's nice and even and straight. And I try to ask children, or beginning knitters, to perch on the needle like a bird flying down. So not like this, because the knitting will grow bit by bit and it'll get longer and messy in your hand here. So perch down like a bird on a twig. Here I'm perching on the shepherd needle as well. So I'm straightening it out, making sure I can find that spot. And oftentimes I would do the first couple of stitches for a brand new knitter. Under the fence. I'm holding this not too tightly, not too loose. So I'm going to catch that sheep, and I don't want to strangle the poor little guy, right? But I also don't want it to be so loose that he's going to get away and it would take a while to find him. So here we go, under the fence. Catch the sheep, holding it nice and firm, but not too tight. Slide him through, and away he leaps to go play with his friends. It's really important to keep your fingers near the points. You have much more control. Under the fence, catch the sheep, slide him through, and away he leaps. A couple more times. This left hand is getting everything ready. So if you've got a left-hander, I teach them the same way, but I show them how very valuable their left hand is. So under the fence, and you'll notice how the left hand holds the two needles when I'm knitting as well. Catch the sheep, slide him through, and away he leaps. You do have to move these stitches along a little bit so they all have their turn and can get off the end easily. Under the fence, catch the sheep, slide him through, and away he leaps. Under the fence, catch the sheep, slide him through, and away he leaps. This hand is making that space a little easier to find, the left hand. Under the fence, catch the sheep, always pulling him towards you. And this finger is going to help slide him through, not pressing on the point, but just sliding him through. Pull out one piece of yarn, and away he leaps. Might have to scoot them along again. There, and we go all the way to the end of the row. Okay, I'm going to go just a little faster than you might be comfortable, but this way you'll see how I get to the end of the row. Almost there. And the longer you knit, or the more stitches you do, the easier all of this becomes. Hold it up so you can see it a little better. When I get to the end of the row, that last stitch is just the same. It feels a little funny taking it all off this left-hand needle, but you're going to just do the same thing to that stitch. Under the fence, catch the sheep, slide him through, and away he leaps. So here you've done a whole row. Oh, very nice and even there, all standing up straight. Now you switch your knitting over into the other hand. This goes into your fence hand or your holding hand, and your shepherd hand takes the empty needle, and off we go again. Just the same as before. There we go. I'll show you how to cast off in another video.